But then I can use this neck without having to worry about ruining a good vintage stick there. Not that it's not a good vintage neck, but you know, to be honest with you, this was a ruined neck when I bought it. I have fixed it and made it playable, but it's nothing like it ever was. And on top of that, you know, to be honest with you, this was a poplar neck, which is, it's not like it was maple, or it looks like a good neck because it's got some stain on it, but in reality it's a pretty cheap neck, especially for the day it was made. So I think what I'm going to do now is make me a round piece of oak and stick it in there and glue it and let it dry. And then I'll drill my hole in that and I'll put my bolt in there. And then we'll use that to attach this to the can. I'm going to have to modify the can some. This can has a handle placed in such a way that it's right where I want my neck to sit. So what I'll do is I'll take this out to the garage and take my grinder and I'll just remove that handle. And I'm going to have that neck sit right there where the handle is. On some banjos you can offset the neck and work around. I have taken and sometimes set the neck over like this and trimmed it a little bit and made it fit, but I think I'd like for this one to be right in the middle, so that little handle there's got to go. By the way, one lonely farmer down in New York gave me this can. Well, actually he didn't give it to me. I swapped him a John Deere can for it. I told him when I made this into a banjo, I'd let him know. So that's something that's going to happen, I think, pretty soon here. Okay, here we are with this, and here's what I did. I took this piece of oak and I rounded it off on my machine out there so that it fits into that hole. Now you have to be careful, there's not a lot of wood here. Like I say, this is poplar, it's not mahogany or maple or anything like that, so you could break that pretty easily. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this in here, twist it in nice and firm, glue it, let it dry, saw it off here, drill a hole through that, put a screw in there. And while I'm doing that, I'll go ahead and I'll glue this up and let it sit too. And then while that's drying, I'll go out and work on the Jeep or something, and then later on I'll come back in, I can drill my hole and set my bolt in that, and we can work from there. That is the plan, y'all. You know, here's another thought I just had, and it actually makes a lot of sense. I was talking about how important it is when you put a screw into here not to break this heel, but you know, I'm thinking about, actually, this is a good firm fit once it's glued up. There's no reason why I even have to drill up in here. I can leave as much stick hanging out here as I want and put my bolt in through that stick. In fact, I could leave this whole square section back here, put a bolt back here and run the bolt from back here to where I'm going. That would actually work fine, and I would not even be, you know, gluing into the heel part. So that actually makes some pretty good sense. I'm glad I thought of that. I'm a pretty smart feller once in a while.